Hey guys! For this quarter's outside reading, I read The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon, and I'd like to start off with a quick summary of the book. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime takes place in the year of 1998 in the town of Swindon, England. Christopher John Francis Boone, the 15-year-old narrator and the protagonist of the story, discovers the slain body of his neighbor's poodle, Wellington, on his neighbor's front lawn one evening, and he sets out to uncover the murderer. And so the gist of the entire story is that it's about solving the murder mystery of a neighbor's dog. Something about the protagonist, Christopher, is that Christopher is a very bright child. In the back of the book, they give a quick description of how smart he is. Christopher John Francis Boone knows all the countries of the world and their capitals, and every prime number up to 7,057. He relates well to animals, but has no understanding of human emotions. And basically, the reasoning for this is because Christopher has a mild case of autism. The quote goes on, and it states that he cannot stand to be touched, and he detests the color yellow. Something specifically that Mark Haddon does in this book is he brings in the motif of a detest to the color yellow. And something which the protagonist, Christopher, hates completely is the color yellow. Whenever it's brought up in the book, it's to mention that something terribly wrong has gone on. And because Christopher has a mild case of autism, he hates being touched. Something specific that happens is Christopher gets into trouble with the police after a police tries comforting him, and Christopher punches the policeman. After Christopher hits a policeman in a misunderstanding at the scene of the crime, he gets taken into custody, and then he gets released. And so, after this, he decides to go and conduct an investigation. And he chronicled his entire investigation in a book. This book right here, as a narrator. And so, what happens is, he slowly, as we keep on going throughout the story, the audience basically uncovers a more tangled plot than what was first apparent when we discover that Christopher's dad and the owner of his slain dog, Mrs. Shears, had a romantic affair. And so Christopher finds out more and more about what's going on behind his back than what he actually knew of before as he's going through this murder mystery. And so the author of this book, Mark Haddon, he creates a very detailed plot, one that interlaces the many motifs of love, math, mystery, and suspense. So, a few key points of emphasis in this reading, aside from the motifs in general, include a specific quote that opened up chapter 7 after Christopher solves the crime. And the quote is, "This is a murder mystery novel." And so, what basically happens is Christopher chooses to write this book as a murder mystery because he likes the genre. And as a motif, Mark Haddon talks about his taste for murder mysteries stemming from his fascination with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's stories about Sherlock Holmes. And so there are many elements that occur throughout this book from Sherlock Holmes. And overall, I'd say that this is a superbly done novel, and I would recommend this book 10 out of 10. The author, Mark Haddon, does an amazing job tying everything together, and overall it was very well done. I'd like to read one of the quotes from the back of the book. Basically depicts everything that I have to say. This is an amazing novel, an amazing book. And so overall, I'd say that I totally recommend this book for everybody, and it was very well done.